Now I've been following your content, man. You was traveling the world. You know, you do a lot of content. Then all of a sudden, you popped up in Alaska. All right, like what drove you to go to Alaska and do content?
I was already before I did YouTube. That was my job. I worked in Alaska before I did YouTube.
Okay.
I worked there for 4 years, 4 to 5 years before I started doing content on YouTube. So when the money got low on YouTube, I go for what you know and you know what's consistent. And I always know I made good money up there. So when the money got low on YouTube these last 2 years, 2025 is why I went back to Alaska to work.
Okay. Okay. And how is it being a brother in Alaska?
I mean, where we work at is not many brothers there. Well, when I first started, let me be honest, when I first started working 2015, 2016, when the brothers working where I worked at.
Mm.
But now it's a lot of African brothers there. It's a lot of Dominican brothers that's working there. This year when I worked, I met some Haitians that worked up there. Even though I met Haitians back in the day working there. Uh, it's getting because of YouTube and social media and different outlets and stuff like that. More and more black people are working there, but they have military bases there, so black people from the military bases. They have black people that actually live in Anchorage and all over Alaska. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're not. I mean, obviously we're just a little bit of this, but it's like any other place, man. Like being black,
Right.
like, futures
So,
stand out.
like, how the locals treat you out there?
They treat me good.
Okay. And
I
that's
don't
like,
really,
is that like Eskimos?
yeah,
Okay.
Eskimos, they got the different, yeah. I don't really feel racism up there.
Okay.
Back in the day, I did a video talking about do I feel racism there? I don't really feel prejudice there. I feel them having more prejudice against, like you said, the Eskimos, like the indigenous people that are from Alaska, like the
Hmm.
Eskimos and the other tribes that they have, other indigenous tribes. I would say they experience the most racism. Being a black person there, I didn't feel it. I mean, this is my opinion on it. You might ask another black person that live in Anchorage, they might have an opinion on it. You might not ask another black person that live in Kodiak, Alaska, they might have an opinion on it. But I always been treated good in Alaska, man. I always been treated good in Alaska. I can't complain about it.
Okay. This might be a crazy question, but
Great
like,
question, man.
are there any baddies in Alaska?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Word.
Go back
Okay.
and check my videos, man. They got some beautiful white girls that live up there. Some
Okay.
beautiful black girls up there. Some beautiful indigenous girls that live up there. It ain't like no Miami
Right.
or Atlanta, Georgia, or no like LA. They ain't gonna hit you with them numbers, but they do have beautiful women there. Beautiful women are everywhere, but they have them up there.
Okay. And like doing what you was doing, is it like seasonal?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But the company I work for, shout out to Pacific Seafood, this company I work for. This is my first year working for them. I'm gonna go back and work for them again. They work year round, so you can work up there like 10 months a year.
Okay.
So if anybody looking for a job, hit me up via Instagram, and I'm trying to help you because I'm trying to help the brothers and the sisters, the white boys, whoever. If somebody need a job, I'm trying to look out for them.
And is the money good up there? Like, how's it like situated? Like, do they pay for your housing?
Yeah, they give you. I'll give you a quick rundown. They'll fly you up once they hire you. They can fly you up. If you're in the continental United States or even continental United States and Puerto Rico, they will fly you up. They have they call it a bunkhouse
Okay.
or dorm living or whatever.
Okay.
So you're in a room with like 4 people, 5 people, 10 people, 2 people. It depends on what the setup is. They give you 4 meals a day. All you got to do is work your 16-hour shift or your 12-hour shift.
So how much money can you make out there?
You make 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. You can get on a boat and make even more than that, man.
Mhm.
But it's good money. It's good money, and they pay for everything. Like I said, they pay for everything. Your housing, your food. You get 4 meals a day, buffet style. All you can eat. If you're a vegetarian, they got food for vegetarians. They take care of everything for you. All you got to do is work the 16-hour shifts. With
Damn, 16-hour shift? That's a
oh,
lot.
yeah, it's real. It get real to feel, bro.
Uh-huh.
And
And so
whatever.
is it like hard work?
Depends on your job. Depends on your job. When I first came there this season, they was breaking my back. And they're like, oh, he's a little smart. He knows what's going on. Then I end up, by the last 2 months, I had a desk job, pushing paperwork. So I
Okay.
was chilling. But the first 3 or 4 months, oh man, it was killing me, man. I was tossing fish, Like they would dump fish in a tank. You got to put them in a basket. Let somebody weigh them. Somebody else cut the head. Oh, it was backbreaking work, bro.
Oh man.
I was actually good at that, and they kept me there. I was like, I should have messed up, start dropping stuff, making mistakes. But yeah, you can make good money, man, and you don't have to be trained anything. They take felons, they take college students, they take ex-military, they take retirees, they take people in between jobs. If you're trying to figure it out and you need some money in pocket, go to Alaska and work. But it's hard, breaking work. I'm not gonna sit here and sell it like it's a cakewalk, like you just gonna do it, and it's gonna just be like, here, give me the money, give me my 30 grand, you're gonna just sell it to the sunset and go back to wherever you go. You gonna know you working. You gonna come home some days to that bunk house or that dorm room, knee sore, leg sore, back sore, shoulders sore, and you do have downtime. Sometimes they don't have fish to process, so you might not be the lead crew, so you don't have to work. So you might get some days off here in between. But when it's on, bro. I remember one contract I had back in the day, man. We worked, literally. I can't make this up. God is my witness. 3 months straight, 16 hours a day, 3 months straight.
Yeah.
No day off. Monday through Sunday, 16. I ain't know if I was coming or going. But the good thing about that, people, the days go by fast. But with that being said, just reach out to me. I am _ Philly Dom. That's my Instagram. And then I try to help you guys get the job. Also, if you go online, I wrote a book on it. Because I was like, it was so much information, stuff I got from it, and so many people reaching out. If you go on Amazon and you type in Philly Dom in the search engine, type Philly Dom on Amazon, and type in Alaska Seafood Processing. I wrote a book on it. It gave you the working in Alaska 101 seafood processing.
Okay. Okay. So
Make some money.
So like, is it like rough living? 'Cause isn't Alaska one of them like sun up Sundays?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like hard mentally?
Yeah, it is hard mentally. But you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.